What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Mark. Let's get into my picks today as we get into this Sunday slate. When we talk about the NBA, yesterday had a pretty good result, 2-1 on the day, just to recap. But let's get down into it, guys. Make sure you guys subscribe down below, smash that like button as well, and let me know your thoughts in the comments box. What are you guys feeling on this Sunday, guys? And this is a big one. This is a big Sunday because this is the first time that we've had no NFL on today's Sunday. Within this lineup, guys, I got to be honest with you, I think Adam Silver and company dropped the ball. You look at some of these matchups, huge spreads. And quite frankly, guys, I think they're a little inflated, but we're going to go back to it. I don't have a lot of bets I'm going to be making today. I have one strong play that I'm going to be looking at and a couple leans that I'm going to give you guys, but I'm going to give you guys my three picks that I see some value in, and I'm also going to run something along the lines of how I look to attack these huge spreads as we get into the Sunday slate for the NBA. So let's get down into it. First, we're going to get into the clear-cut winner of today's picks. I think this is where you really can find some value. Line opening at 3.5. You can still find a 4 out there in the market. This is where the Los Angeles Clippers are traveling down to South Beach, playing the Miami Heat. I truly think, guys, that there is some value within the Clippers. They are a team that's still, in my opinion, still piggybacking off of this shadow that's been cast down from the ugly days, right? The Doc River days where they had all the roster and they just couldn't get it done in the playoffs. Never getting outside of, some of the big matchups they had in the postseason. But this year, guys, I think the Clippers are legit. I think they're legit, and I think there's some value in taking them to come out of the West. It's pretty much wide open over there, as well as, looking at them and the likes of Oklahoma City in terms of that regard. But more so today, guys, I think the 4, if you can find the 4 out there for the Clippers, I like the betting splits. I like the ticket count versus the handle in that regard, and it kind of backs up my play. We have a nice injury report. Nothing really on that front to make me feel any worry. This is a Sunday looking up to close out this road trip for the Clippers, but I'm going to be taking the Clippers, so lock that one in, -4 on the day, okay? And then we're going to some of the big games, right? These are some of the huge spreads. I mean, look down the board, guys. We can talk about the likes of Phoenix, full strength, right? Laying 11, 12 points at Washington. I really don't see anything that can contest with what Phoenix is going to bring to the table, even if Washington is at full strength. Kuzma, we look at Jordan Poole. There's really nothing there, no answer to stop the Phoenix Suns if they are offensively at full strength. And then we get back to the well. This is where we're going to have a big lean, but this number, guys, has grown out of control, and it's something where I like the numbers still at these levels, but it's still just a little too high. So I'm going to show you exactly what I'm going to do. It's not something I like to do, but this is a play that's going to accompany all of these games that really just seem like layups because I think Vegas got it right. I think the numbers are exactly where they need to be, and really saying that if you make them any bigger, they're just unplayable at this point. But usually when these are these large, huge inflated numbers like this, like the Celtics laying 17, 18 points at home, guys. Right now I'm seeing 17.5. That's just something too big for me. But I can't even believe I'm saying this. I really don't see any way that the Celtics do not win by 20-plus points, okay? But let's get into a couple more. Denver, that's when the Portland Trail Blazers are going on the road again, playing Denver again. We just had that matchup, and this result that we had back then pretty much is in line with where the number is right now, 13.5 in the market. Now, when we talk about that, guys, what's important to understand is a lot of it is just based on that last matchup, playing at Denver, losing 120 to 108. The game really was never in question. The first quarter, Denver had control. The second quarter, knotted it up a little bit, and we went into halftime thinking that Portland had a chance, but guys, never really had a chance, and that door was wide. Never really open and completely shut in that contest. So we're back at it. Portland's going to Denver. It's going to be another huge number, 13.5. And then we're going to wrap it up with what I like to call an actual lean for the spread. This is a little bit more playable. We're going to look at Indiana Pacers, Tyrese Halliburton and company going to the Charlotte Hornets, laying 9.5. And this is where I really do like the Pacers in this matchup. I think they can cover the 9.5. But more so, this has been where you see the Pacers come off a difficult road stretch and really try to wrap it up and put a bow on this road trip this afternoon in Charlotte, okay? Something where you look at who is all out for Charlotte. They are very much depleted. We're looking at Kyle Lowry out. You look at some of LaMelo Ball is out, so on and so forth. Their injury report is pretty pretty in tune to what we've seen a little bit when we look to close out some of these homestands. And really, guys, coming into the All-Star break, there's a lot of injuries, concerns when we're looking to make these plays, but that's where I'm seeing Charlotte at. I really don't see how they're going to contest with the Indiana Pacers. As always, guys, there is that questionable status within Miles Turner, Tyrese Halliburton, Jalen Smith as well. So make sure you guys all check it out before game time. Obviously, guys, this is not the prop market fantasy, daily fantasy, so changing your picks is not really an option, but I'm going to lock in the 9.5. I think I'm going to lay the 10. I want them to, I think they're going to be able to win by 10 on the road at Charlotte, right? Wrap up that road trip. So those are going to be my 2 plays. All right, we're going to go into the Los Angeles Clippers. We're going to try to find a 3 out there, 3.5. I'd feel more comfortable there, but I think I'm going to take the Clippers -4 as we currently are recording, as well as the Pacers 9.5. And we're going to put together a little bit of these money lines just to give you guys a third play on this day, where we're going to put in the Indiana Pacers money line. We're going to put in the Denver Nuggets money line, as well as the Phoenix Suns, and the last one would be the Boston Celtics at home against the Memphis Grizzlies. So you put all 4 of those together, guys, you can wind up getting about a -160, -165 if you shop around. You can lay some points a little bit, make that a little bit juicier for you guys. But that's something where sometimes where these numbers are right where they need to be, and you really see them blowouts, but you don't want to lay those big 16, 17, 18-point numbers, especially in the NBA when anything can happen. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. I'm going to be laying that 4-team heavy chalk money line parlay just for 1 unit. Try to see exactly what happens. See if we can get home with those plays today on this Sunday slate. So kind of disappointing. Without having the NFL, I really wish Adam Silver and company could have had a better schedule out there. But this is the first weekend without the NFL as we anticipate the long-awaited Super Bowl coming into town. But that's what I got going on for you guys in these Sunday plays. So make sure you guys all subscribe down below. Let me know if you guys are going to be riding me or if you guys are going to be fading me in the comments down below. And I hope you guys all have a lot of wins, cashing tickets, and we'll see you guys all in the next video. Thanks, everyone.